Hey yo, what is up guys? Coach Chad here. I hope you guys are doing freaking amazing. Inside of this video, I want to walk you guys through how to actually create a routine that serves you, right? Because one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to creating routines is people like they have this routine, they're like, and I wake up at this time, I poop at this time, I drink a sip of water at this time, and they create like these certain times that certain things are going to happen. Like at 2:30, I'm going to refill up this glass of water, right? And I'm just like, it's ridiculous because it's just not how life works. Life is not like boom, 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 right? There's different things that come up during your day. So there is a completely different way that I view creating routines. Now, there's some instances where, things do have to happen at certain times, right? But for the large part, your routine has to be relatively pretty fluid. Okay, so let's break down how I create my routine. The way that I create my routine is the first thing I have to identify is my four top priorities. Okay, what are my top four priorities? For me, it's my personal development, my business, my personal health, and my personal relationships. Okay. Once you identify your top four, you have to kind of rank the top four on what's most to least important. And not even maybe that's a bad way of phrasing it, not what's most to least important, but what are you going to devote most of your time to within a day, right? So for me, what I'm going to devote most of my time to in a day, always going to be my business. My business is going to take up about 60, 70, 80% of my whole entire day. Okay. From there, it's going to be relationships and health and fitness will take up usually about the same amount of time within a day. And then my personal development at this stage of my life is taking up the smallest portion of my day. Okay. Now you need to kind of create structures around each of the four things that are most important to you, right? Like what are rough estimates on when are those things going to get taken care of? Okay. For me, it's this. I do set a hard wake up time. My hard wake up time is at 6:05. Okay. And then what I do from there is I immediately go for a walk. Before anything, I literally just put on t-shirt, put on pants, put on my shoes and go for a walk. During that walk's typically about 20 minutes long. That's when I take care of my personal development. Go for a walk. It wakes me up. It's like my first cup of coffee is what I call it, right? And I listen to a book or, a course or whatever it is that I'm trying to absorb and learn within that time. So 20 minutes of my day, that's all the personal development I do at this stage of my life. At earlier stages of my life, personal development would have took up a much larger chunk of the day. But at this point of my life, it's about 20 minutes a day of improving and learning and educating myself. Okay. So that's my bucket of time that I'm taking care of personal development. First thing in the morning on my walk. That's my routine around that in particular order of importance out of the four. Okay. So let's look at personal health. Personal health. This one has a little more fluidity. Personal development is every day. It's always the morning thing, right? But personal health has a little bit more fluidity, but usually I try to get my workouts done midday. Anytime between like 11 and 2, anytime in between there, I'm going to do like a 1 hour workout, right? And that's kind of my routine around that. Now, some days if I have a busy morning, I have to push that off a little bit later, right? Some days if I don't have a busy morning, I can get it done earlier in the day, but I'm always getting it done. And typically it falls between the 11 to 2 hour on when I'm going to go and get that done, right? So look, see, it was very fluid. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to get it done because it's one of my four priorities. All four of these will get done in the day. It's just when are they getting done? The personal health is between that 11 and 2 hour. Okay. Now relationships. Relationships, usually that will be taken care of at the end of the day, or I'll even set personal targets for myself during the week on what I need to get done for relationships. Ask my girlfriend out on a date. Give my girlfriend 3 surprises that week, like write her 3 notes or whatever it is. I'll set targets like that at the beginning of the week. And then whenever I get those done during the week and during the day, I get them done, right? But I do have a pretty hard cap on work where I'm usually done between 7:30 and 8. And then the rest of the day before like 10 o'clock when I go to bed, I hang out with my girlfriend. So that's my day-to-day routine around relationships is that time is devoted to her. Okay. And then everything else in between from 7 a.m. to that hard cap at like 7:38. When I'm not working out, I'm working, right? And I'm getting my business done and I'm getting my work done. Usually what that looks like, if you want me to go down a little bit deeper down a rabbit hole, I start work usually pretty consistently at 7 a.m. Whenever my first chunk of work always ends whenever I go to the gym. So if it's 11, it's from 7 to 11. If it's 2, from it's 7 from 2. That first chunk of the day is my first, part of work. Gym kind of breaks it up, come back and finish up anything else that needs to get done in the evening. And that's literally my day on a daily consistent basis. That's what it looks like. But I create my routine around those 4 buckets. A lot of people, they'll put a lot of different things in their routine. And I think that's what fucks them up, is that they're putting all these different things in their routine and they don't really know where to direct their energy to. So I think it's extremely important to identify your top 4 priorities and then rank them on what you're going to spend the most time on with those four priorities within your day. Okay. And then it's creating rough estimates of when you will get those things done on a daily consistent basis, fully understanding that it's going to be fluid, but all 4 things, all 4 priorities have to get done, like non-negotiable, within those 24 hours. So that's how I structure my routine. That's how I think about routines. And I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.